Hello, welcome to Judy's Creations and Crochet. And this is the winter version of seasonal yarny YouTube hop. A number of creators got together, guided by Kim the Crafty Nomad. She has put this group together of maybe about 15 various YouTube creators who have come to you once every season with a seasonal creation they have made. And we have finally finished out the year with our winter creation. And for those of you that caught me, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, I showed you the yarn that I was going to use. And this is what I had left over from one hank, or skein as I call it. And this yarn is from Ravenswood. Ravenswood Fiber Company is in Canada. They hand dye yarn, and this is their fingering weight on sparkle. I'm sure you can see the sparkles there, which I absolutely love. And I chose this because it looks so wintry to me. It made me think of icy cold. And today is an icy cold day. And the color name is Sea Caves. So the item I made was something from my favorite designer, who is CJ Brady. And this particular pattern, it's a scarf. This is called Moon Garden. So it's one that starts at the point and it increases as you go till you get to the middle, and then it decreases back to the other side. And the nice thing about this is it's straight on one side, but on the other side, as you go, you are making a nice, lacy kind of scalloped edge. So I love these one skein wonders, I call them, from CJ Brady. She has quite a few of them, and I am quite a follower of her patterns. And I like how they will dress up an outfit, and they don't take very long. I think this only took me 2 days to make, and it's very soft and it's very, very comfy. And like I said, I have a plain sweater on just to keep warm, but putting this on dresses up the outfit. Now, I will put a link in the description box below to this particular pattern. You can find CJ Brady in Etsy and on Ravelry. Not laying flat the way I like. And she has, I don't know, 120 or 30 patterns, and I have made quite a few of hers. I will also put a link to Ravenswood Fiber Company. They have beautiful, beautiful yarns and very reasonable shipping. It's free in Canada, and I see where she has added a flat rate for US shipping. Now, I not only made this, I actually was able to make a second item. I made it a little while back and just never got around to showing it. So I'm going to show it now because Hope is modeling for us, and here it is. And it's a nice, big, bulky scarf. It's quite long, and that's my doing. The pattern doesn't tell you how long to do it. I'll tell you about it in a whoops-a-daisy. She fell. But this is, you can see how long this is. And it's a good width. It can be worn as a wrap or as a scarf. And it is the Just Feel Festive shawl. And the pattern is by Kalisha, and it's in Ravelry. And I believe Zelda NRJ3 does a tutorial on this pattern. I'll try to find both of them and link them in the bottom. It was a very, very easy. It's much like a granny square. And I used Yarn Art Flowers Merino. And I actually had 2 cakes of it. And I think they were opposite for some reason. I believe I went in one color and out on the other color. And let me just tell you a little bit about it. Obviously, it's made of merino wool, but it's 25% wool and 75% acrylic. And there are 590 meters or 645 yards in a cake. And it is a big cake, much like the gradient cakes you get. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with flowers. They have just plain flowers and flowers moonlight, which is sparkle. And then this flowers merino came out. And now they have flowers alpaca as well. So when I was making this, I cut out a bunch of the gray because I didn't want it to be totally heavy gray, and a little bit of white, but look at how much of the other gray I left out. So I have enough here probably to make a cowl or to add one other color and make a cowl with this. It is a 4-weight or worsted weight, and it is quite nice and soft, as you can imagine, because it is merino. And I'll take a minute and put it on as well. It will go good with this. But just so you get an idea how big this is, I have a big tail hanging down here, and I can wrap this around myself twice. So it would be nice and warm in the winter. And I still have tails here, if I had it kind of even. There we go. So this would be very, very warm. I'm going to make this pattern again, and I'm going to actually use my fingering weight or DK weight minis. I have a lot of DK weight minis. So you can see slightly different pinks. You see the 2 cakes were slightly different. They had, one went from gray out to white with pink in the middle, and the other one I think from pink to gray. And they had different colors of pink and different shades of gray. And I just put the 2 together because I didn't think one was as big as I wanted. Now you could leave it hanging back like this too. There. A little more comfortable and a little bit warm. I can't leave this on because it's too warm now for in the house. But you can see you could wear it as a wrap too, because it is plenty big to wear as a wrap. Nice. So those are the items I made for this Winteryarny YouTube hop. And I had some of my followers send in pictures of items that they made as well. So I'm going to show those now. So just hang on while I get situated here and get back put together with my blues. It actually has blue and sort of an aqua green in it. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to start a bit of a slideshow over here showing you the items that my viewers have sent in that they consider to be winter items. First off, from my friend who works with me in donating shawls, my friend has sent in a hat and scarf set. And she says that this is Mary Maxim's Starlet yarn that she used. And in the hat, she actually doubled it to make it warmer, so the color looks a little bit different. And the pattern is Natty's combo stitch, I think. Can't read my own writing, pretty bad, eh? But she says that's from Natty's. Next we have Cindy. Cindy is in Costa Rica, so really not a lot of need to be making winter items, but she did make a number of hats on her Addy machine, and she says these are all made with different colors of Picasso yarn from Ice Yarns. And then she has a selection of blankets. You see here 3 different blankets she has made. And then we end up with a scarf that she made for a local lady who loves to show off Cindy's lovely items. Now, Cindy did send me a beautiful, beautiful shawl, but I'll save that for another show and tell time. Next, another viewer of mine, Deb, sent me this hat and fingerless glove set. And she says it's called the Snow Queen hat by Creative Grandma. And the fingerless mitts are by Blossom Crochet. And for both of them, you can see she used big twist winter. I love the sparkle in them, you know me. And then she is sporting a Christmas poncho she made. And this is made using Horizon's Christmas, the Christmas color from Hobie. That's a Hobie yarn, Horizons. Next, we have a shawl from Bonnie. And Bonnie told me that she was inspired. If you're watching my regular podcast, I was doing a game shawl pattern. And she was inspired by that game shawl to go hunt up a bunch of her leftovers and make a project. And she says these are all number 4 weight yarns that she's put together in a basic granny square shawl. And she was very happy with how that turned out. Then next, Lisa was asked to make 100 hats. I think I'd be tired of hats by about 10 or 12, but she's attempting to make 100 hats for someone, and they're all made out of hemp. And you can see the various colors and the actual balls or whatever, cakes, balls of yarn that she has been using to make these 100. Now, when she sent it to me, if my recollection is correct, she said she was up to hat number 46. But that was a little while back, so I'm sure she's much higher than that. And next, she sent me this picture, which I thought was just beautiful. It is, it looks like a tree. It is a decoration, and this is her own pattern. And she thinks she's going to try and film a tutorial. Good luck, Lisa, with that. I think it is beautiful. She has strung the beads and everything herself. And my question is, how do you get it to stay in that shape? I don't see anything there that, unless there's wire in it or something somewhere, but I thought it was quite beautiful. And then finally, from Linda, we have a couple of angels. She was asked by a friend to make these angels. The friend's mother was going through, I think, treatments for breast cancer. And she particularly asked for a purple one. And the purple one is Karen's Simply Soft. And the other angel is Christmas yarn from I Love This Yarn. So you can see that I have a few loyal followers. All of these are loyal followers that sent me some pictures of some things they are doing. And I want to say thank you very much to those people for sending me some pictures. Now, we have one last thing to take care of. This is our very last seasonal Yarny YouTube hop. And I thought I would try to make it a little bit special. And I have a giveaway for you. Actually, it has two parts. First of all, it has a hook. And this is a handmade hook by somebody on Etsy. And it has the lettering in there, which is US numbers. I can't read it now. I think it says 7 or something. But I happen to know it's a 5.5 millimeter hook. And you can see the lovely sparkles and flowers. And one side of it is flat. Now, I'm a pencil grip, so I would be putting my thumb on it. If you're a knife grip, I don't know if you'd want the flat at the top or maybe the flat at the bottom where your thumb is. But it's quite beautiful. 5.5 hook. And to go along with it, I have this hook case. I had it actually specially made by an Etsy seller, and there's her logo for those that might want to look for more. And the reason why I say I had it special made is a lot of the holders have small slots that just fit the small metal hooks, and I have a lot of hooks that are this size, maybe a little bigger. I have furls hooks, and these are made wide enough for this wider hook to fit in. So there are 2, 4, 6, 8. There are spaces for 10 hooks, and then it has a flap that will cover the heads of them. And then it folds up, and then you can tie it. You can tie it together and keep 10 hooks in there safely. So if you have some of the bigger hooks, now if you don't use any of the bigger hooks, I mean, you could probably put 2 of the metals in there side by side. Or if you have a lot of the larger hook sizes, like the 8, 9, 10, if you do heavier things. But whoever wins this is going to get the hook and the holder for the hooks. Now, you have to make a comment down below, and please know that I will not be notifying anybody through YouTube. You have to listen a week, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. No, you're going to get this video on the 21st. You're going to get it on the 21st, and you're going to get until the following Tuesday, which would be December the 27th. So you have until the 27th to make a comment down below and use the word hook. Easy, H-O-O-K. Use the word hook in your comments, and I will use the YouTube random comment picker to choose a winner. And you need to listen in on my regular podcast on December the 29th, my last podcast for the year 2022. And I will announce the winner to this prize on that show. So I hope you have enjoyed what we have brought to you this year in the Seasonal Yarny YouTube. I don't know if you caught all 4 seasons or you just happened by it now to catch the Winter Yarny YouTube hop. But there will be a list in the description box below, or a link to a playlist where you can then check out the other Yarny YouTube hop creators and see what they made for winter. And that was the point of this, for you to hop from creator to creator and see what they are doing. And maybe you'll discover a new YouTube creator that you would like to follow. So I hope you have enjoyed this year of Yarny YouTube Hops. And I hope some of you have enjoyed what you saw on my channel and have decided to join me in my regular podcasts and have subscribed and see what else I like to bring lots of finished objects. So thank you all and have a very blessed holiday season and Happy New Year. And until I see you all again, happy hooking.